Hello and welcome. Mission 16 in Johannesburg. We'll just go straight into the mission because there's nothing for us to research and there's no point checking our equipment either because we are not going to be using any of our agents. We're going to be using a different agent called Agent Wu, who is a character I believe that was in the first Syndicate game, and he makes a reappearance here. Because he's meant to be an older cyborg, his shields are a bit crappy, so as you can see the shields only cover half of his health. Okay, I just shot up a lamppost there for some reason. I think I was aiming at the zealot and obviously missed him. The first zealot that you saw me kill has a minigun, which you do want to take for up close and personal slaying, because the sniper rifle that you start the level with takes a long time to reload, and you will be facing a lot of enemies. Or you may need to switch weapons if you completely mess up your shot, like I just did there. So, the goal of this mission is to, or the apparent goal of this mission is to persuade an enemy woman, a church person, who is in that area there. There she is, next to the red car. But in reality, there's no point trying to persuade her at all, because as soon as you get into the area where she is, she will immediately flee in the red car, and you won't be able to catch her because you'll be too busy dealing with all of these zealots surrounding her. So don't bother trying to persuade her, just focus on not letting these zealots swarm around you, because as soon as they do, then you will die. I know, because this happened to me many times trying to complete this level. This is probably the most frustrating level I have yet played in the... Well, I mean, I've played through the entire game, but of all of the levels, this one was the biggest pain in my neck. I think a lot of people, when the game came out, didn't finish the game, and I'll bet you that some of them didn't finish because of this level, or at least it seems like that way to me. But anyway, enough of that. So, what I'm doing here is just taking the bike that was in that area outside this transport thing, and you want to move your Agent Wu up into the transport here. You may want to put on your super shield as well, because as soon as you get into the area, the agents will start attacking you, but immediately head for the exit here. You can use the sniper rifle to take out one of them, but as soon as you do, then just leave, and you can get in the bike, and that will provide you with some protection, and you can then start gunning down these zealots as they come through one by one. I'm getting pretty close here, but pretty close to losing the bike. They almost destroyed it, but I managed to kill all of them, thankfully, before that happened. So use your sniper rifle, and as soon as the sniper rifle is recharging, then switch to your minigun and spray the rest of them. One of these zealots has a med kit which you'll want to go and pick up. It's that guy there, or what's left of him. So that's how you do that section. As soon as you get across with the transport, then just immediately go behind the buildings and head for the exit. And you can either use the bike for protection like I did, or just run away from the zealots and take them out one by one with the sniper rifle. Don't let them get too close to you, and don't let them swarm around you, because if they start hitting you with their electro maces, then you'll find it difficult to survive, basically. So there's another bike that I'm going to get, which is being guarded by these zealots here. You can stand in the middle of the road and take them out one by one with the sniper rifle. For some reason they... No. I was about to say for some reason they won't move, but obviously that guy did. So that just completely threw out what I was about to say. Never mind. Okay, how do I get rid of this guy? I think that's thrown me a bit. Okay, so we'll try the other route. See the tension music building. Bum, bum. Okay, I messed that up as well. I'm not having a good run here, but I think we'll just rush forward and take him out at close range. There we go, that's how you do it. So there's 3 more zealots up here. One of them is being hidden behind the bike. So I'll take these, take out that guy. The rest of them went back. But you can take them out with a sniper rifle. Just take one of them back away and then get the other one. Yeah. At the end of the level, this is where the target woman will flee to. Or she would do if the zealots were still there. So if you don't take out those zealots early in the mission, then that's where she will go. But otherwise, if you do take them out, then she'll just head straight for the exit and you'll complete the level. Which you'll see later on. These 2 zealots up here are a real pain in the arse because they both have launchers and they will both come for you. So again, you have to be quick and run away from them. Just keep running away and keep your distance and shoot at them when you have a shot dead on. That's one way of taking them out, I suppose. They do need 2 hits from the sniper rifle, so I just ran really close to him and he blew himself up with the explosion. So we'll obviously take the launcher, and at this point I found it is pretty useful to start persuading a small army of civilians. There's plenty of weapons for them to pick up, and you're about to go into a fight against 3 zealots all at once, so having a little bit of backup can be very useful, because although civilians are very weak, if you have enough of them and they all have weapons, then it can actually make the difference, because all they need to do is get 1 or 2 shots in and they'll kill a couple of zealots for you. So we've got a few more, and we'll get this policeman as well because he's a bit tougher. And then we'll go and fight these zealots. Damn zealots. There they are. It's going to be difficult to hit the zealots with. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just like that. It really works well. The zealots won't actually attack your civvies until they start attacking them. So, just get a couple more civvies to join my growing army. And when you run up this ramp here, a zealot will rush down and plant some high explosives, so immediately back away. Stop killing all my civvies. Okay, let's get him. That was hard work, but that zealot has a sniper rifle. We want to get rid of him. There's another one. The zealots can also, not the zealots, the civilians can also provide kind of a shield, because if the zealots are targeting them, then they're not targeting you, so you can rush forward and take them out without too much hassle. Well, we basically lost all of our civilians there apart from the policemen, maybe one or two others, so just gonna scout around again just to replenish my army. Previous times I tried to do this level, I didn't persuade any civilians at all. I tried to take everybody out on my lonesome, and it was such a difficult and frustrating experience. You know, sometimes when you're playing a game and the game constantly beats you and you get more and more frustrated, and you know that you should probably just walk away from it and come back to it later, but you can't do that because somehow that makes the defeat even worse. So you just keep plugging away and you keep losing because you're frustrated and not thinking properly, and so it becomes a self-defeating spiral of shit. Well, that's kind of what happened to me when I was doing this level. And then you sort of catch sight of yourself and realise that you're a grown man shouting at your computer screen because you can't complete a level on a 19-year-old computer game, and you realise just how ridiculous it is. So yeah, that's what happened. The strange thing is, once I finally completed the level and then went back later to do the level again in order to record this video, I did it first time. It was an absolutely flawless run. Funny. So, while I've just been rabbiting on about my frustrations, you can probably see that I've just been persuading quite a few more civilians just to make the final fight a bit easier. Plenty of weapons for them to pick up. So I think I'm just catching a few more stragglers. But most of the hard part is over. We're now into the business end of this level.
LR rifle.
Make sure they all have weapons. And then we'll go and take out the last of the zealots, which are in this area here. One of them has a launcher, the rest have electron maces. And then you go through the transport system into that section there, and that's where the woman is, and as soon as you arrive, she will flee again, and then the level will be complete, because as soon as she flees and heads for the exit, then the level's over. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to catch her, you don't need to kill her, you don't need to persuade her. You just need to make her flee enough times that the level ends. So I'll just wait for my civilians to catch up, which will take a while. I think I'll just head straight into the fight. Here come these zealots, and take one of them out immediately. I think I lost the policeman. The rest of the zealots will follow through though, and hopefully my civilian army can distract them. Okay, I just seem to be losing all of my civilians. Where are the zealots? Come on. There we go. I think the guy with the launcher blew himself up. So, yeah, launchers can be pretty hazardous. He did, yeah, he blew himself up. That's the second time that's happened in this level. Well, my civvies fought well. And they will not have died in vain. Where am I going? Okay. I probably could just head for the exit here, dragging this out a bit now, to be honest. But I think it's just for this last section. As soon as you transport into the area where the woman is, you'll be attacked by 3 zealots at once. So having some civilians for backup is good, because there's not much space for you to go in that small area. You can, of course, do it without a civilian army. You could just go in with your launcher and try and get a lucky hit and take all 3 out. Or use your launcher and switch to sniper rifle or something like that. But I find the safest way to do it is to have a civilian army with you. And the last thing you want is to be killed by the 3 zealots right at the end of the level, because that will drive you mad. And I know. I think it's because I've failed at this level so many times that I'm taking the safe and cautious approach here. But it does work. Yeah, something strange goes here. The zealot just wanders in, but doesn't actually shoot us. So. Yeah, so that's it. We got them all. The woman has already fled. She always does.
LR rifle.
And she would go to the pyramid. So yeah, that's it. Level complete. And just going up to the pyramid. So that's where she would go if the zealots were still there. And you would have to go back there and kill the zealots in order to complete the level. But because we've already done that, the level just ends. And that is, thankfully, that.